and that they should come out and surrender. Moments later, one of the police trucks is blown up. Gunshots then take place as the suspects are not willing to give up. One of the police officers is killed while another one is wounded. Santiago Pope Garcia, a former U.S. Army Delta Force member, uses a grenade launcher to control the situation completely. The dead bodies of some of the cartel members are taken out of the building while the remaining suspects are arrested. While the suspects are boarding the military truck, Yovana looks at her brother, who is also arrested, then suddenly runs away from the officers and uses the crowd to her advantage. Pope chases her, but she's too fast for him. She manages to escape. Pope then reports that he misses her. Moments later, Pope returns home. Yovana is also there. She is an informant, and letting her escape was part of the plan as she was not supposed to be there to begin with. Pope confronts Yovana about why she was there when the raid was done. She explains that she was there to warn her brother. She asks Pope to help her brother out. Pope refuses to help and tells her that her brother should not have gotten involved, to begin with. Knowing her brother's life is in danger, she confesses that she knows where Lorea is along with his $75 million cash. As part of her job, she delivers money in a van to Lorea in the jungle. His house is the safe itself. She also tells him that even the police officers he works with are being paid by Lorea. Captain William Ironhead Miller is giving a speech to a group of military personnel in Florida. He is also a former U.S. Army DEAL Force member and is now a motivational speaker. Pope is waiting for him to finish in the back. They then share a hug. Pope reminds him of the text he sent about a job he offers. It's about seizing the money from the drug lord with the help of their fellow Delta Force operators. Ironhead is in. Now Pope needs to convince the others. Tom Redfly Davis, an ex-Delta Force, now works as a realtor. Pope is waiting for him outside the house he's been trying to sell. Pope offers him a reconnaissance job for $17,000 a week. Redfly is told that the main goal is to get Lorea, the drug lord. He's got $75 million with him, and they will get a percentage of that once confiscated. Redfly is undecided at the moment but admits that he could use the money. Pope assures him that their operation is legal and that he already has a lawyer to help them set up their payment once the procedure is done. Pope tells Redfly that they all deserve a huge payday. Redfly has been shot 5 times, and he can't even afford to buy a new truck. The team gets to meet during the fight of another ex-Delta Force, Benny Miller. He is now an MMA fighter. They are also joined by Francisco Catfish Morales, who is now a pilot. He will be crucial to the operation as they will need a pilot. Catfish admits that his license is currently suspended. Pope manages to convince the team, and everyone is in. The team flies out to the location. They park their truck in the middle of the jungle and begin to scout the area. Near the gate, Benny notices that some cameras are not perfectly aimed at the crucial spots. Pope tells them that every Sunday at 6 a.m., Lorea's family and the rest of the guards are sent to town to attend a mass. That leaves Lorea with just 3 guards in the house with him. That's their window of opportunity when the time comes to infiltrate the home. The team then leaves as they have all the information that they need. At a local bar, Pope is asked when they'd present their plan to the agency that will raid their house of Lorea. They are still under the impression that they are there to do recon for the government. Pope tells them that since they know how weak the house's security is and how easy it would be to take out Lorea and take the money, they should do it and take it for themselves. Redfly shares the plan with the team to breach the gate, take out the target and get the money. They need an extra van just because Lorea's family and the guards use the vans to go to church. Pope lets them know he'll ask Yovana to take care of it. Redfly also tells them they need a helicopter to get them to the Andes and escape the ocean. Ironhead will give someone he knows a call. Pope meets with Yovana, who is uncertain if she'd be able to take a van into the compound as the guards might suspect her. Pope promises that if she completes the task, he'll take her and her brother out of the country and give them a new identity and $2 million. She agrees. Now is the time to put their plan to use. The team is positioned outside the location. They can see that the children and the wife are now in the van on the way to church. Yovana soon arrives with the truck that Pope asks her to take to the compound. They then start to move in. The guards are quickly subdued, aside from the one that has to be shot in the foot as he is away from them to be physically restrained. The team is warned to look out for Lorea as he might have heard the gunshot. They then reach the room where the money is supposed to be hidden, but it's not there. Pope then remembers what Yovana told him, that the house is the safe itself. He then figures out that the money is hidden in the walls, and they find far more than expected. Everyone then fills their bags with cash and loads them into the van. The van is already filled with bags of money at this point, and they are past their exit time, but Redfly can't get enough of the money and begins to dig the walls for more. Redfly assures them they have enough time before the guards return from the church. Before leaving, they decide to do a final sweep for Lorea as they are sure he's still in the house. Lorea surprises them and wounds Ironhead in the belly. Pope then kills him. The team tends to Ironhead's wound. Benny informs them that the mass is done, and the family and the rest of the guards are on their way back. The team eliminates the lead guards that arrive, burns down the house, and drives away with $250 million in cash. On their way out, they come across Lorea's family, but they leave them alone. The team meets up with Giovanna and her brother at the location where a helicopter is supposed to fly them out to the getaway boat off the coast of Peru. They are surprised to see a small plane landing. They have bags of money and extra bodies to fit. The pilot then proceeds to give the helicopter a signal to land. The team is arguing if they have to leave some of the money behind. The aircraft must go over the Andes, and carrying extra weight might compromise it. Redfly asks Pope about his plans for the siblings as they are overweight. Pope tells him they are flying with the team as he promised them. The team drops Giovanna and her brother off over the border, where Redfly aggressively questions her knowledge of them. He wants to ensure that she cannot identify them and will not link them to the robbery. Giovanna assures him that she does not know any of the ex-Delta Force's personal information. Before leaving, Pope hands over Giovanna and her brother $3 million in visas to Australia. Catfish is now operating the helicopter. As they attempt to fly over the Andes, the money's weight causes the aircraft to fail. For them to survive, they need to let go of the capital. The team agrees to let it go. Despite this, the helicopter still suffers a bad landing. They crash on a cocaine farm. The farmers become hostile after mistaking the crew for DEA agents, causing Redfly to kill several of them. Pope apologizes to the village elder and pays him some money for the deaths of the villagers. Meanwhile, Catfish, Ironhead, and Benny prepare mules to transport the funds through the mountains. On their way, they warn each other to stay alert as the families of the villagers that were killed might retaliate. The team spends the night in the mountains and resumes their journey in the morning. As they proceed to their destination, Pope's mule falls from the cliff, with the bags of money strapped on its back. Later, they let go of the mules as they need to go over a rocky mountain. This would be their final trek as it will be a downhill journey, all the way to where the boat is waiting for them. The team rests for the night. They agree to a cold camp to prevent Lorea's men from tracing them, but Benny decides to burn some money to prevent them from freezing. As they are about to leave, a gunfight takes place with two villagers seeking to avenge the deaths of their families who were killed earlier. Redfly hits one of them before the second hit him in the forehead. He is immediately killed. Pope kills the second villager. The villagers could track them due to the fire that Benny started. Everyone is devastated, but they need to keep moving. Benny scouts ahead and reports the getaway boat is still there. However, the town is filled with Lorea's crew, including armed teenagers waiting for them. Pope wants the team to confront the remainder of Lorea's army. However, Ironhead and Benny disagree as that would mean they will be killing teenagers. They decide to find another way to the boat, fill their packs with whatever cash they can carry, and dump the remainder in a ravine. The team does their best to quietly move through the town carrying Redfly's body but is discovered by one of Lorea's men. Catfish is about to shoot the kid, but Pope stops him. He can subdue the teenager, but he can radio a backup before he is fully restrained. They use the truck that the teenager is using. They are then chased by another car full of teenagers. Pope hesitates to shoot and aims at the tires instead. After a long car chase and various shootouts, the team makes it to the boat with $5 million and Redfly's body. The group manages to escape. The team sets up payment accounts as they divide the $5 million. Redfly will also get his share. Feeling guilty